A signal is drawn on a time axis that runs both ways from the origin. This one is even, and the condition that makes it even is written beside it. The value at a reversed instant equals the value at the instant itself. The subscript names the signal and is not a multiplication. The reversed instant is a time, and reversing it does not negate the signal. Written out, the drawn signal is a raised cosine whose whole cycle takes 2 units of time. At the instant 1, the value is 3, and at the reversed instant, the value is 3 again. Negating the time alone returns the same graph. The right half swings across the vertical axis and lands exactly on the left half. An even signal folds onto itself about the vertical axis. The second condition asks for a change of sign instead of no change at all. A signal is odd when reversing time flips the sign of every value. The drawn signal is a sine wave whose whole cycle takes 4 units of time. At the instant 1, the value is 1, and at the reversed instant, the value is -1. Setting the instant to 0 makes the condition say that the value at the origin equals its own negative. Only 0 equals its own negative, so every odd signal passes through the origin. Negating both the time and the value returns the same graph. The lobe above the axis turns through half a turn about the origin and lands on the lobe below it. Most signals satisfy neither condition, and this one is a worked case of that. Reversing time reflects the whole graph about the vertical axis, and the reflected copy is drawn over the same window. At the instant 1, the signal reaches 4, and at the reversed instant, it reaches 2. Evenness would require those two values to agree. Oddness would require the second to be the negative of the first. 4 is neither 2 nor -2, so both conditions fail at that one instant, and one instant is enough. The claim to be derived is that every signal, whatever it looks like, is a sum of an even signal and an odd signal. Suppose such a split exists, and write it down. Reversing time in that equation leaves each part to be identified under its own brace. The even part is unchanged, and the odd part changes sign, so the reversed signal is the difference of the same two parts. Adding the two equations cancels the odd part and leaves twice the even one. Subtracting them cancels the even part and leaves twice the odd one. Both parts are forced by the two equations, so the split exists and no second split is possible. The even part is the average of a signal and its reversal, and both of those are already drawn. At the instant 1, the two values are 4 and 2, and their average is 3. At the reversed instant, the same two numbers arrive in the other order, and the average is 3 again. Every point of the average lies between the signal and its reversal, and the curve through them is the even part. Written out, the average is a raised cosine whose whole cycle takes 2 units of time. The even part is symmetric about the vertical axis. The odd part is half the difference of the same two signals. At the instant 1, the difference of 4 and 2 is 2, and half of that is 1. At the reversed instant, the subtraction runs the other way, and the answer is -1. The curve through those differences is the odd part, and it passes through the origin as every odd signal must. Written out, it is a sine wave whose whole cycle takes 4 units of time, twice as long as the even part takes. The odd part is antisymmetric about the origin. The two parts are drawn together, without the signal they came from. Adding them instant by instant is the claim to be checked. At the instant 1, the odd part is 1 unit tall, and stacking that height on the even part reaches 4. At the reversed instant, the odd part points downwards, so the same stack reaches 2. Doing that at every instant traces the original signal exactly. A raised cosine plus a sine wave of half its frequency is the signal this lesson began with. The two parts rebuild the signal at every instant. Multiplying an even signal by an odd signal produces a third signal, and its symmetry follows from the two conditions alone. Reversing time leaves the first factor alone and negates the second, and each is identified under its own brace. The reversed product is therefore the negative of the product. That is exactly the odd condition, and no property of the two particular signals was used. The drawn product agrees. At the instant 1, it reaches 3, and at the reversed instant, it reaches -3. An even signal times an odd signal is an odd signal. An odd signal is integrated over an interval that reaches equally far either side of the origin. Splitting the interval at the origin gives one integral over each side. Substituting the reversed instant in the left integral turns it into the right one with a minus sign in front. The two integrals therefore cancel, whatever the odd signal is and however wide the interval. On the drawn signal, the two shaded lobes have equal area and opposite sign. The two lobes of the odd part cancel exactly. The same substitution is applied to an even signal over the same kind of interval. Reversing the instant leaves an even signal alone, so the left integral equals the right one with no change of sign. The integral over the whole interval is therefore twice the integral over the right half. On the drawn signal, the right half encloses 4 units of area. The left half encloses 4 as well, so the whole interval encloses 8. The two shaded halves of the even part are congruent,